Hey, welcome back to Lamp Shop Builds. How's everyone doing today? Uh, guess what today is? It's the reveal of my USAC Dodge Dart. The name, well, no, we ain't gonna go to the name of it. You guys already seen the name, so we're. It took me a little longer to build this than I had planned. You know, life happens, stuff gets in the way, and then you want to try and do a better job. You know, so I was taking my time. I bit off a little more than I could chew with this. I had fun doing it. You know, really, the amount of, I don't know if it's a lot, but you know, cutting the roof off it and putting a different roof on the car. You know, it's a little more than I've ever done on a model kit. It was fun though. It was a real good time. Then the trying to do a little more detail work to it than I've done before, and I left some stuff out that I planned on doing because I'd had to change wheels up or whatever. I was going to do valve stems, and just now remembered I didn't do them. I had them done on the kit wheels. You know, the same looking wheel. The wheels on it are out of a different kit, but I didn't drill them for it. I don't think I didn't put them in anyhow, but you know, I did. We'll go over the stuff. It's not a perfect fit for what everything I've done, but you know, it looks pretty good. So you know, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, I enjoyed building it. You know, I had a I don't know, a good bit of time doing it, learned, and you know, we'll see what you guys think here. Now, I'm gonna do my regular intro after this. Then I got another little lead into it. You know, hopefully I can get everything edited to where it comes the way I want it to. So let me turn this around real quick, and then you guys will see the box here. Hold on, that's the box we got there. It's hiding under there. So with that, let's get to the intro, then get to the unboxing here. All right, I dropped my phone right there at the beginning here. Okay, we're getting ready to take it off here. You guys have seen the title of my car. I named my car Curiously Murdered. It'll all, you know, the suspense, I know it's killing you. Has to be. After seeing the intro, you guys kind of probably got an idea of why. But why? Oh, look at there. Look under that. Look at that mirror. Oh, boy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, there we go. Voila. The I present to you my dart with the whatchamacallit here. Hold on a second. Let me get my turntable plugged in here. I could have done this better and been better planned. Going a little fast, but you know, look at them lights. It's lit up. Look at the wheels. No, look in the dash. Look at the speedometer. It's got a light behind it too. There we go. Look in the. Oh, come on. We got some magazines back in there. Automodeler magazine got an atlas. All those are all in scale. That's the windshield's a little dirty. I don't know why. A little white glue got on it. That is the original roof out of the donor top that I tore apart. There's the back glass, and it didn't quite fit, so I had to use some white glue to fill it in. But you know, it ain't too bad. You know, pretty detailed little dash right there. You know, you got the door locks on the door cards there. You can see those. You see the light there. Let's get her spinning again here. You see the tail light lenses are. Let's pause it right here. Oh, I turned it off. Let's wait till she comes back around here. For those who've seen this throughout the build process, know that it's not perfectly square on it. If I can, my plan was to have the tail lights lit up. You can kind of see they're opaque in there. That is from a red candy wrapper for the lenses on the inside. Spin this around now. You can kind of see the interior didn't fit properly. You know, that's the Dart interior. I widened it a little bit, putting the roof on. It didn't count for that. You can see I got the window cranks are chromed. The door emblems, they're chromed a little bit of chrome on the dash. The back seat's got some chrome to it. Let's see if we can get up underneath there. Has a leather headliner in it. Go right there. Cut out for the visors. That is a leather headliner. Just like we got leather around the trunk back here. Trim. Blacked out rest of the chrome. That's why it's murdered. And the color is curious yellow. It is an MCW paint. MCW 7150E is the color. I did use in the clear coat, the ACME 2K clear. I put in a lime green mica powder, pearl. Excuse me. In the light, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see a little bit of it in certain angles. It's cloudy out right now. Rained a little bit today, so we ain't getting out there to look at it. If I can try and find a video of it or something on my phone, but it didn't really show up real well. You can kind of see it on that glare right there off the mirror. If you're looking right in there. It looks like orange peel in the paint, but it's just smooth. Really. You can kind of see the bodywork line, you know, a couple spots, you know, for a rookie body, man. You know, it is what it is. These wheels, the wheel backs are out of the Dart kit. The wheel fronts, the spokes, are from the Dodge Charger kit. I liked how the ability to see through the wheel. These gave a better look, I guess, than the dart wheel, in my opinion. You know, did the chrome center caps there, and the other light up part was the orange lenses. Were going to be the marker lights, but I could not get the orange and the red to light up at the same time. And if you look, you can see the depth in that lens right there. And those, it's awesome how it turned out. It looks real. You can see the depth, how far back they are. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna try and let me. I gotta flip my camera around and plug it in. Hold on. We'll be right back. Well, that ain't gonna work. I can't plug it in. And that's the scoop is off of the Dodge Charger. You know, you can see it rides a little high in the front. You can see like a little bit right there. It didn't want to go right. Like it didn't. And it, you know, it's a little cattywampus there. Now let's look down in the power plant here. Did the 440, as you can tell with the decals there. It's a 440. Wired a good bit of it. Let me clean my lens off here. It feels like it's dirty. Spark plug wires. Gates belt got put on there. You got green caps on the batteries. On the battery. Did a clear windshield washer tank there. And wired a hose. I didn't put the windshield wipers or the door handles on. Oh well. They may get on. He's actually modified the car. It don't have door handles. There's buttons under the fender you press. And I'll still try and get the windshield wipers on. He's got windshield wiper hose there, the fluid hose. Got some brake lines, just coils rain down, then they stop. We did run the fuel line to the carburetor from the fuel pump, and then we have a line from the fuel pump back. The battery and the starter meet in the firewall for a kill switch. Shuts, you know, because the car's going to get stolen. You want to get stolen, so you got wired it up that way. You can see the little thin wires there for the headlights. You got blue tack holding them in place so they don't fall out or whatever. You know they shouldn't. Holes real small drill just to help hold them in place. The interior though, I was proud of the interior. You can still see the little dash light on there. I think a dome light would have been cool too, but I don't know if I'm gonna stay away from the extra work for a little bit. You can see the little body work here too. We done. But all in all, this turned out for my first time going to this much level of detail. I'm not. I'm very happy. Wish I could get that to light up better. You can see the magazines there. You got the first three issues, I think, maybe first, second, and fourth. And we got the Road Atlas. It's like a 1970 Road Atlas. I do have license plates that'll be going here from their 1960 in Ohio. DA N938. For Dan, 938 was the in Dirty Mary Crazy Larry, the Charger. That was its license plate. So it's going to have the same license plate, but it's going to be a Ohio tag. Let's turn her upside down. Fuel cell fell out. Battery. Those are the headers. Aged them. You know, put some heat marks on them. Scratch built some little mufflers there. They're drilled out in the back. You can kind of see I added some black to them to just make them look like they've been used. You know, I was trying to use magnets to hold that in, and when I was getting down to it, it wasn't working with the magnets. And then the tack was holding it till it fell out a little bit ago, right when I started videoing. So that's where we're at. But all in all, awesome build. I was worried how I was going to get the little trim piece on there without making a mess with it. You know, you can see it just about popped off right there. But it's glued good in the middle. I may have to tack it up there on the edges a little bit. Black chrome bare metal foil. I was hesitant to use it, and I had more done. It was going to be the wheel arches, but it almost became too much black. And the decals I ordered on eBay, Gators, I think is where I ordered them from. I was going back in October, November, build the '68 Charger from Dirty Mary Crazy Larry for a group, another Grandpa Mark's group build, I believe it was. I never got around to it. So I was like, I'm going to use them on this. And I didn't know what I was doing with those decals till once I got put on, I was like, this ain't right. So I yanked them off, and because he sends you two sets, but then this one tore a little bit. If I was to do this car again, I would probably use the decal as a stencil almost to mask it off. Just spray that. I almost thought about taping off and spraying over it. If I had thought about it before my clear coat, we'd have been probably a lot better going here. Ooh, getting lost here. I read like Mopar the underbody used to be the body color. Then I hear there's overspray, so I was like, I'm only one color on this thing. And that's what I did. I'm proud of this build though. It was a fun build. Took a little longer than I anticipated. I've done, I can't say a lot of customizing, but you know, it looks mean. It looks like it's out for some out to no good, up to no good. Still looks like a dart, but it don't look like a dart. Be sure to leave me some comments about what you think of this contraption. You know, what else we got here? The little yellow stripe in the back, and the difference in a gray primer and a black primer is big on this car. I used gray, then the stripe didn't get any primer. I mean, between gray primer and no primer, the little yellow that looks more like a toy yellow. So does the steering wheel. The steering wheel looks like it was molded in yellow in this thing because I didn't primer it. I was like, oh man, I still had to paint it because I had my paint mix, so that's the way we went. But then when I was painting or wet sanding, I was wet sanding before painting, kind of got thin in that little area there. In the right light, you can kind of see a spot, but the decal the stripe hides it pretty well. Yeah. I'm trying to see the angle. You can see the body work on that side. Let's go around the same over here. My battery's going to 10%, so I'm going to have to end this video very soon. I was at 20 when I started here. Yeah. If any of you have any questions about this dart, leave me a comment. Shoot me an email. lambchopbuilds@gmail.com. The spoiler may be from a NASCAR car. I can't remember where it come from. It's just in my parts bin. I had to kind of sand it and modify it to you can kind of see it angled up there to fit over the little humps there, the ridges. It has a separate plate under it. It's glued to. But I'm tickled with it. I'm tickled with how it turned out. I just wish I could have got the orange lights to light up. They wouldn't stay. Is orange lights or white lights? I wanted the white. We do got the heater hoses. That's a mix there of red and orange. As best as I could get it is like a Hemi or a street orange, Hemi street color. It's not Hemi orange, but it's like their street color almost, from what I can tell when I mixed it. I'm sure I'm forgetting something about this car, but I enjoyed it. Thanks to Kim's Custom Garage, our buddy over there in Denmark, for picking this kit. Thanks to Luca and Mark Batson for hosting. And I always thought Matt Inman was one of the hosting guys too, but he just picked the car once. But thanks to Matt Inman for what he does for our hobby. Thanks to everyone that inspires me in this hobby. I enjoy it. I'm starting to have more fun with this stuff. I've got a lot of ideas for builds coming up. Can't wait to share them. Can't wait to let more people see my videos. I'm trying to be more consistent making videos. Be sure to let me know what you think of this thing. But this was a challenge. There's another angle of the Atlas and the Auto Modeler magazines. I figured the guy that built this says the Auto Modeler magazine can be in the car if the car ain't going to be in the magazine. Now we got we got 3 episodes or 3 issues of the magazine there. I can zoom in a little bit. You can see that's kind of fun printing those, getting them scaled out to work. I just want to keep showing it. Kind of cool. But we'll get her cleaned up. Better get her in a case. With that, happy modeling. We'll see you next time.